Well, here's some good news about the drones, or fighting the drones, rather. Combating the invasion of the drones, this Orwellian nightmare, these flying spies and murder machines. A company, an American company out of Oregon, is building or has built and is marketing or getting ready to sell anti-drone technology that they say that you'll be able to buy for your home or your business that they are claiming will render all drones, at least at this point, useless. The details are a little bit sketchy at this point. The company is called Domestic Drone Countermeasures, domesticdronecountermeasures.com, which they say they have developed the technology, unless this is just some big, huge hoax, that they say is a non invasive, non combative, non destructive countermeasure that they say is a single and multi-level system to ensure success at impeding all types of drone sensors, IR, infrared, and camera capability and effectiveness. So, like I said, even the details, the news stories about this, Popular Science, U.S. News and World Report, a CBS affiliate, has covered this. But exactly how this technology works is unclear at this point. It may be just essentially hack the drone's cameras or beam up some sort of frequencies that disrupt the cameras, whether they're infrared or visible light spectrums. I've done previous videos talking about people who have built systems to disrupt and thwart essentially Google Glass agents using until an infrared filter gets put over the system, using infrared light and either a necklace or for women a handbag. Somebody built a prototype of a pair of glasses or sunglasses that have infrared lights in them that make the picture essentially useless. It doesn't. It disrupts the sensors. So I'm not quite sure the details. Some of you more technically advanced electrical engineers out there may be able to figure out how this works, but they say that it will not crash the drone. They're not going to shoot the drone down. There was no prices. So, like I said, the details are a little bit sketchy at this point, but this is a good sign, at least. I mean, it's a good sign that people are doing this. It's a terrible sign that they actually have to. What have we come to where we have to install some sort of a box on the roof of our house to disrupt the drones so that they can't come and spy on you, or so you can't have some psycho neighbor come and spying on you and your girlfriend or your wife out in your backyard. It's just the Orwellian nightmare. It's coming true. It's practically true, but it's still in its beta phase. Once they unleash all of the technology, once the singularity hits, once the internet becomes artificially intelligent, who knows? They might already have systems that have passed the Turing test. I mean, they have acres and acres of technology in these NSA facilities, and DARPA is funding all this stuff. So at least some companies and some people are developing technology to counter the drones. How effective is this technology? How expensive is it? They aren't saying. Will the drone manufacturers be able to counter this? Is this just going to be sort of a tug of war, a give and take, kind of a cat and mouse game where the drone manufacturers will then build countermeasures into the drones, and then the companies will have to create a countermeasure to their countermeasure? I don't know, but at least this is a good sign. And like I said before, in some of my previous videos, I've covered anti-Google Glass technology. And thankfully, a decent segment of the population is already getting ready to shame and ridicule Google Glass. And it's incredible. I don't even need to explain myself. What's wrong? I don't see the problem. I mean, at least with your cell phone, if it's in your pocket, the camera can't be active. I mean, the camera and the microphone can be activated remotely, even though the cell phone's turned off. But at least if it's in your pocket, the microphone's going to be muffled, and the camera is just going to see nothing. But once the cybernetic slaves, this transhumanist trash, these trendies, these transhumanist trendies start wearing their Google Glass around, and then the next one will just be a little clip on your ear, so you won't even have the frame over your face. So it'll sort of be like your Bluetooth earpiece, or it'll just clip onto your head, or just stick onto your head. And, well, I mean, they'll implant it into your brain at some point. So the ultimate goal is of these just transhumanist Luciferians. But for now, at least some people are creating countermeasures. So I'll keep an eye on this company, as I'm sure many of you will. And this is a good sign. Battling Big Brother, fighting back against the Orwellian nightmare. Now, another good sign would be if we could get, this would be a miracle, if we could get the cell phone manufacturers and the television manufacturers and the computer manufacturers to build a hardwire on-off switch for the cameras and the microphones and the laptops, the smartphones, the smart televisions. Just so you don't have a camera that's always on, a microphone always on your television, just looking over your bed. A little creepy. All the smart televisions now have facial recognition systems, audio, voice recognition systems. They just know who you are as soon as you walk in front of the television. And of course, with the push of a button, the NSA, CIA, you're all friendly alphabet agencies or sophisticated hackers. Just a teenager next door wants to spy on the girl next door, wants to get some pictures of her, a video of her in her room. They can just activate that microphone and the camera fairly simply. So maybe we can shame the electronics companies into creating hardwire on-off switches and just a little cover, just a little thing that slides over would kind of be nice. Of course, they're in bed with the alphabet agencies to create these modern day telescreens. Telescreens in George Orwell's novel 1984, published in 1949, before color television, before microwaves, before cell phones. He envisioned these, screens that watch you and listen to you in your house, and now we have them. They're called, flat screens. And the new smart televisions all have the cameras built into them. They're always on. The microphone's always on. Microsoft Kinect, it just has 3D mapping, facial recognition. It's getting so scary. I have more and more respect for the Amish every day that goes by. So anyway, just some interesting news countering the invasion of the drones and Obama, the drone striking devil. So thanks for watching. I'm Mark Dice. Subscribe to the channel. Watch some of the previous videos. There's a bunch of playlists where the different videos that I've produced are broken down into different categories, depending on what you want to look at. Orwellian nightmare, Big Brother issues, Illuminati symbolism, man on the street, interviews, just causing trouble, creative culture jamming. Also, subscribe to my backup channel, The Resistance. The Resistance, THE Resistance. YouTube.com/The Resistance is my backup channel. I do post on there occasionally, and so check it out. Gotta go.